Hello. Good morning. It is indeed morning. We're supposed to have snow here, but no snow. Okay, well, let's see. I was thinking... Yes, congratulations me. How to do this leveling idea that people want to know how to level, right? And I'm very much a solo player, even though this is a multiplayer game. And I can show you the best ways to level. It's a lot easier now than it used to be. It used to be a case of going through all the solos here on the on duty and just going over and over and over until you got enough levels. They've added the events. They've added the Doomsday event, which is this Last Son of Krypton thing. They've added the current DLC event, which is the Legion right now. And they've added more things to the anniversary events and the other seasonals. So the way to get good fast, both Legion and Wonderverse, two of the most recent episodes, have I don't have Urgent Warfronts on here, have the ability to go through and run bounties. And right now, until the next DLC comes out, I can go straight to Legion and run the bounties if I can find a group that's running them, the 31st Century New Earth, and I can rapidly gain levels because I'll get gear every time I finish a bounty. So what I do is I go on here. I can get gear from each of these missions.
Legion Academy students. Follow their ridiculously retro routine
And there's 4 of them. So that's 4 pieces of gear every day just from that.
Please counter it.
Now, because I'm a member, I can also run the vault every day. Hey, woo-woo. And that's 5 pieces of gear, plus extra pieces of gear when you do the weeklies. I think the anniversary event has 1 piece of gear. So we're talking 6 pieces of gear, and that gets your CR level going fairly quickly. So it is not at all hard to catch up. I'm taking it kind of easy with this character because, you know, he's new, I'm having fun, I'm enjoying myself. But if I wanted to, I could very easily grind out levels just by doing the bounties here. The bounties, I don't think there's a bounty right now. Yeah. Oh, no, there is a bounty. There's a group. Alright. So if I go over here, this is the second bounty in this area. There may be a group over here since they just defeated Cosmic Boy. We'll see. We'll hang out in a little bit, but we'll go ahead and do some other stuff while I'm at it here. But if there's a bounty, I'll show you what a bounty does. I don't see anyone yet. Maybe it was a fluke. Could be.
I'm so close to becoming a real Legionnaire. Can you deal with the shadows?
Can I deal with the shadows? Why can't you if you're so close to becoming a real Legionnaire? Oh well. Sharks! Have a flying shark. Doo-doo-doo. Why are you attacking me? Silly hero coming in and bothering me. did that hero do that? Just to be annoying? Oh well. Heroes are annoying when you're a villain. See, look at this. He's gonna sneak in on mine and vomit all over. Yeah, see, he's taking advantage of the fact that I went ahead and did the changing into the disguise so that he doesn't have to. Silly person. Not that I really blame them because I hate changing too, but still, silly person. At least they made it very easy for me. There. Alright, so we've got these guys. Is there anyone here? There's no one here. Okay, well, this is the bounty. And I don't feel like getting killed, so I'm going to wander off. Oh, are we getting some lag? Because that guy just went into the floor. In any case, if I was in a phase with a bunch of people, instead of just a couple of lousy heroes, we would take on Saturn Girl, and after the end of the fight, because I'm low enough level, I would get some gear. And then I could go up some levels. And I could do this, I could do most of this without ever having to deal with other humans in the game. Just play it by myself. And that's one reason I like this game. Hey, I'm a villain, so while I'm a villain, hero lives do not matter. That's the deal. If I weren't a villain, you know that that most of my characters are in fact heroes, so hello, DCUO Elite 16. I'm not elite. I am absolutely the opposite of whatever elite is. I'm super casual, and this is a very, very casual playthrough. I do not do the meta. I do not understand combos very well. I just play around, and right now I'm having fun. I am streaming to keep myself from going absolutely insane, and enjoying it, actually. Not the insanity, the streaming. And yeah, but I am a casual player. You can ask me all you want about meta and stuff, and I'll give you my opinions, but yeah, I am not elite. You want elite players? Talk to Woo Woo, who's in the chat. He's pretty good. Okay, he might not be elite either, but I think he is. Shh, don't tell him. But yeah, I'm a casual player. I am enjoying myself. I am streaming, trying to stream daily, and what I did was I took this nice little character. He's started a new villain character, and I'm building him up from the start. I made him on stream, and I've played all but a couple minutes of his life on stream. So if you go to my YouTube channel, you can see the creation and watch my very boring things on how to create a DCU character. Eventually I might go back and edit those videos and make something more interesting out of them. But as I'm not a very good video editor yet, it may take me a while. Let's see, weapons. I don't feel like dealing with the magic. And the cat just jumped off my lap, distracting me. It's still not snowing outside. Pity. So yeah, just casually playing DCU. making rude comments,
Ancient evil cloud my mind.
and trying to show people that you can play this game as a complete solo player without any issues. Although it helps if you actually, have other people around. It's just possible to play it as a solo player. One thing I like about DCU is that you don't have to play it any one particular way. I mean, you can, and there's definite advantages to playing it in the meta and stuff, and being elite and all that, and all the cool stuff, but if I want to play this game casually, it's very, very playable as a casual game. And if I want to play it seriously, could do that too. It's all how you want to play it. I can play it as a solo player. I can play it as a designer who wants to make awesome costumes. I can play it as a designer who wants to make awesome bases. I mean, heck, the bases I've seen. Wow. I can play it how I choose. And the best thing about it is that I get to play in the DC universe alongside the heroes that I've loved reading about for years and years and years. Aquaman and maybe Aquaman. Oh, and some of those other ones like Superman, Batman, and all them. But Aquaman. And I can play alongside those characters and enjoy myself in any way I really feel like playing. So, yep. I am no elite character. But I love the game. Enjoy the game. Have a great time. And here I am, streaming away. For less than a month so far. Wow. I think Lightning Lad's about to attack. Because he made the whoop, whoop, whoop. I don't feel like dealing with people right now. I just want to go for the easy ones. I'm going to get beaten up if I go this way. Yep, he's attacking me. I better get back away from there. I walked right into that one. Yeah, when I wanted to try out different powers, I actually went ahead and made new characters. So, I hate to admit this, but I believe I have 40 characters now. I'm not entirely sure. I've lost count. I've got, I think, 19 on my main account. And I do have a legendary membership. I actually have I have one of the lifetime subscriptions to All Access on the PC that I got when they last offered it. And so I have, like 40 characters. I've got a couple of other accounts. I try to maintain a free account so that I understand the limitations, so that when I'm talking about it in the chat or whatever, I can explain, okay, here's the difference between legendary and free players. And I have a premium account too, so I've got a few accounts, yeah. And I just enjoy this game a lot. And I have at least one character with every power. I have multiples of some. Like I have at least, I think, 2 water powers now. I think I've got 2 or 3 earth powers. 2 or 3 mental, a bunch of sorcery ones. When I was making some dummy characters, I made a bunch of sorcery ones because I was testing something. So I have a bunch of clones that are just sorcery clones. I can't remember what else. I've got I think I got a couple fire characters too. What's my go-to power? It depends a lot on everything. I mean, I think my main villain right now that I'm playing with the Unicorns of Love in their league, which is the league I've joined here as well. My main villain is a munitions character. I started out mental. I've always been mental, but I started out on the mental power, and sorcery. I tend to do sorcery an awful lot, I think. I don't know why. I do the DPS a lot with the sorcery. I do not do support. I just suck at support roles. I tried them. I was horrible. I tried them a second time. I was still horrible. It would take a lot of effort on my part to gain the skills. And since I have arthritis in my hands, I'm used to DPS. I can do the DPS. I'm not sure I could do the support roles. And I'm not sure I want to invest my energy into it. I don't like being yelled at, and I get yelled at a lot when I do support roles. I'm very much a solo type player. I like playing with just the game and me. If this was a game that I could play without anyone else, if it was an offline game that I could just do with the same idea, that I could create my own character and I could become my own hero and play with the DC characters as my own hero offline in a single player game, I would buy it in an instant. But because it's a multiplayer game, I do try to be polite about being a multiplayer. But yeah, people have said, well, this is a multiplayer, you have to be a multiplayer. Well, no, you don't, actually. This game has made it so that you can do whatever you feel like. And that's what I was just going off on when you came in, I think. Or at least when you spoke up. You may have been here for longer, and I don't know. But yeah, I just enjoy playing. And yeah, mental. I actually ended up making 2 Earth characters because I loved Earth so much. I just love the ground pound, which is silly, I know. It's kind of cheesy, but I loved it. I found I really enjoy the water power. I am an Aquaman fan, but that's not why I enjoy the water power. It just is a fun power when you get to throw sharks at people. Light is too difficult for me. It has too many combos. I'll play it, but I have a light character, and it's one of the ones I kind of avoid because I'm not that good at it. Same with Celestial and Quantum to some extent I have issues with as well. Yeah, yes, exactly. Most MMOs I enjoy going the lone wolf path, yes. I haven't played a lot of MMOs since I started playing MMOs in college, which was years ago now. And yeah, I do tend to be a very lone wolf type. Okay, let's go open these packs and see if I can gain some levels here. But I do love the fact that is it just combo powers? It's any power that requires too much different movements. I set up my power bars so that I can do the same motions with my hands each time. Because of the lupus, the arthritis in my hands is pretty bad, and so I can't move as fast as I want to. I'll never be as skilled as some other players just because I'm physically incapable of being that skilled. This isn't. I'm not saying it's a bad thing or a good thing or anything. It's just that's just how it is. I'll save the belt. I don't want to feel like I ought to be elite. I don't want to feel like I ought to go too hard. And when you do light, I can do the basic movements, but because it requires a lot of pressing buttons at the right moment, and I just haven't got those down, it's harder for me to play. I think it's a great power. I like light. It's fun. You get to make things. You get to, the train alone amuses me to no extent. But I always try to do the combos and fail. And I can live with that. Alright, let's see where we're at here. 32. I think this will open up higher. Yes. Okay, so green is probably 34. So I think the belt should be 34. Yeah, okay. Hands, I'm at 34. Chest, I'm at 34. It's blue, so it should open at 35. Okay. Legs are at 35 already. Feet are at 36, so nothing else should open up higher. Although now I'm at 38, so something might open up higher, but I don't want to risk it right now. Power efficiency, so I go to my chest. I grab a power efficiency. Because I still have a lot of running out of power on this character because he's so new. And replenishing adapter. More power. More power. I mean, the scary thing is I've got 18 characters on my main account at endgame right now. They're not going to be at endgame when the next DLC comes out because I'm not playing them right now. But right at the moment, they all could play endgame materials, and that's just a bit insane. I recognize my insanity at least. Let's see. Let's play the vault. Get some more stuff. And then, oh.
Welcome, one and all, to Joker's Room of Fun,
Mayhem and Prizes. Let's see. Snagging some stuff here. Save the best for last. That's why I used Hand Blaster and Hand Blaster only as well for my weapons, is because I'm used to it. If I tried to do another weapon, it would take me too long. Alright, so back. Back is 35, so I can't do anything with that guy. That's already collected. Collect that, collect that. That's already collected. And that's already collected. Okay. So I didn't actually get any useful gear in the vault, but that's okay. It's the vault. Yeah, well, you know, the great thing about having alts is that I've got them, and if I want to go play another power, say someone says, oh hey, they did some tweak to nature and it's really, really cool now. I've got a nature character, I can go and check it out. So, I like that. I like that. Plus, my characters, I'm going to go ahead and show you real quick. Let's, my characters each have their own themes and their own names and their own personalities. This is my villain character in the Unicorns of Love. She's munitions. She's a skimmer, so what she is a toy soldier that's turned into a human. Or a human that's merged with a toy soldier or something. And that's a lot of fun to play. Gentlewoman Jean is my first character. She is a mental character. I started playing her when Advanced Mechanics had just come out, and I didn't know about Advanced Mechanics, and so I had no idea what I was doing. I mean, literally, when I started out on the ship, I was literally bumping into walls because I couldn't figure out the controls. I was so new to MMOs. I started this game, DCU Online, and Star Trek Online at the same time, and quickly dropped Star Trek. It just did not appeal to me. Although I'm a fan of Star Trek, but didn't appeal to me. The game just didn't work for me. But this game, man, yeah. So never having to worry about Callus. Yes. This is my second character. She's a villain. I quickly discovered that I really didn't like playing villains at the time. And she got abandoned for a very long time. But as you see, she's at rating 319 now. I used the skip on her and avoided most of the leveling process on her. This is Gregor Rage. He is another newer character for me. He is also a villain. I just had to use the shark fin somehow, and the skull just worked for me, so that's what I did with him. Teshire, she's Earth. When I got into a very Earth type feeling, where I just wanted to pound the ground a lot. Again, she's newish, but she's at 318. Chivalry is an ice character. He hasn't adjusted himself from Christmas yet. Usually he does not have the beard or the hat. He needs to shave, clearly. But he's my ice character. Chivalry, obviously a joking take on chivalry. Seasonal Joy, my plan with her was just to wear any event gear that I got and be goofy. She kind of went spring, summer, and Christmas for some reason. And she's got that weird thing behind her. Marilia is my very first water character. When the water power first came out, I made her right away. She is named after Mira, Aquaman's wife, and Leia, who was a Aquaman fan who I knew, who passed away some years ago. And she's kind of a tribute to that. But I had to use the water skin, and she gets anything water related first. Now that I've got a villain that's water related as well, he'll get that second, but she gets it first. Granny Jean. I kept thinking when I was playing General Jean with my munitions character, I kept thinking, man, wouldn't it be funny if a grandma was just walking around looking like a typical grandma and suddenly pulled out a machine gun? And so, yeah, she's a munitions granny. And she's nice and calm most of the time, and then she'll shoot you up, man. She will blast you away with her munitions. Generic Jean, her original plan was that she would be whatever gear she got out of whatever she was playing, she would just wear that, and she would be generic, and she would be black, white, and gray, and nothing else. But I got bored with that. Right now, she's wearing a cowboy outfit. She changes frequently. She's the one that I'm most willing to change in anything, at any point. Her power is electricity. Evan Inkblot, he's one of my earlier characters when I wanted to try out Hard Light. And he wears the Batman shorts, but he's got material applied to them. And I'm not sure, I think he's wearing a Batman hat with the material applied to it. And he's just goofy. But yeah, when I want to play light, he's the one I go to, because he's Green Lantern. And then I've got my Chaos crew. My personal league is called the Chaos Vagabonds. And so these guys were all there to help fill out my league. I wanted to get enough prestige for a league hall, so I was playing a lot of characters to get prestige. And these 4 characters, Minion, Lackey, Flunky, and Deputy, were all, I created them for that purpose. But I also wanted to try different powers. So this guy is Nature. And pretty goofy. I'm not really sure where his style came from. Yeah. Lackey is my mental character. I used a power change token on her. I can't remember what she was before, but she went to mental after a while. She's my Valentine character. Her base is all Valentine related, and everything in the base is heart shaped or whatever. I use all the Valentine stuff on her. Flunky is my Rocket Man. He's classic rocket guy. I kind of wish I had a better helmet for him, but I think that one works okay. And Deputy is my police officer dude. Brown and silver with his theme. And yeah. And he's my atomic character, and I have a hard time with atomic, but when I get it right, it feels really good, because if you can get that timing down just right with atomic, man, you can do so much damage, but I almost never can. Berlina is actually my first Earth character. and she gets the Earth stuff. She buries people, bury Lena. I really do need to get a name change token for her. Always Depressed I made when I was really, really freaking depressed one day. And I made a fire character. I just wanted to burn the world. And that's what she is a burn the world character. I occasionally get comments in game from people who are like, "Are you okay?" Which amuses me to no end. But when I made this character, no, I was not okay. But I've since gotten over it. I'm doing well. And then my other current main is Dr. Phaedrig. The name Phaedrig, if you've ever seen The Wizard of Oz, Oz is not the real name of the main character, the title character. The wizard, his name is Oscar, and the Z stands for, I can't say it, Zorias. His initials are OZPINHEAD. That's the initials. He has a very long name, Oz Pinhead. The P stands for Phaedrig, which is who this character is, Phaedrig. He is not at all really related to Oz except for the name. I tend to come up with names on the fly, whatever I feel like. And I don't have any idea where his style came from. He just would get pieces and say, "I like this, keep it. I like this hairstyle, keep it." But he's sorcery, and I do enjoy playing sorcery. So, those are my main account characters. I've also got a character called Lizella, who's a lizard creature. I've got another ice in one of mine. I got a lot of characters. Like I said, I think I've got 40 characters. I don't play all of them every day. In fact, I barely play any at all right now. I've been kind of off. Hey there. Hi, Robert. So yeah, I'm just having fun playing around. But this guy, I designed him on stream. I came up with the name completely on the fly. I was thinking water. I'd done a poll on my Twitter to ask what power it should be, and people said water. So I said, okay, he's water. I was trying to decide who should I do for my mentor, and I knew I'd gone through the meta on the villains, and I was pretty sure I'd gone through the magic on the villains, but I hadn't gone through the gadgets on the villains. So I went for Joker, and that's how I ended up with a Joker mentored water villain. And then I decided, since he's based in Gotham, and he's a water villain, he needs a water villain, water Gotham name. So his name, Dagon Marrow, is taken, of course, from Lovecraft, and his base is called Cthulhu Land, or whatever, something like that. That's how I pronounce it, Cthulhu Land. I may not have enough Lulus in there, but that's okay. Eventually, as I get more styles and stuff, I will try to make him look even more Cthulhu-esque. I'm thinking that he needs the Paradox Reaper sidekick trinket. I don't think I've given it to any of my other characters, so I might give it to him. And so yeah, he's been fun. In about 12 hours of streaming, and not heavy duty streaming, I managed to get him all the way up to level 30 and get through the tutorial. And so now I'm just kind of at loose ends wondering what to do next. So I was showing off how to do solo leveling with these. I did all the one players in my last stream, all the solos. I'm not really all that inclined to run the duos or the 4 players, the raids, or any of the 8 players. I'm just not really feeling the the urge, you know. But you know, I've got the ability to. I can do stuff. I was actually thinking maybe of starting the Doomsday series, if I can remember exactly how to go about it. Activate console in Hall of Doom to receive Supergirl's encrypted message. Let's go ahead and do this, since it feels like that might be the next place to go. I do have, like I said, I have a legendary membership, so I've got all the accoutrements of a legendary membership. I've got the teleporter because I bought it. I've got the soda machines and all that because I bought them. Back when I started playing, I was buying things piecemeal, and when they offered the lifetime memberships, I went ahead and, well, my husband went ahead and jumped on it because he knew how much I love the game. So I have a lifetime membership. But I also have all the amenities for the base as well, which is kind of overkill, but it's fun. I understand I have an advantage, but I love my advantage. Alright, so I'm going to... Where am I going? Over here? I see... Equipment supplier. I don't see... Oh, is this the console? This must be the console.
Hey. So this is a little awkward, but lately you villains have been willing to put our differences aside and work with us.
Yeah, lately.
Look at Lex and what happened on Earth 3. The fact is, we've got a nasty situation and things are getting a little desperate.
Things are getting a little desperate. Doomsday is back.
Superman's taking him on, but he needs help. The Justice League is off planet and all their comms are down. I need to go find them. Could you lend us a hand?
Okay, so I've been asked to go to Doomed Metropolis, which appears to be right here.
What? Now Supergirl thinks we're a charity? That does it. I am done being Lex has gone soft.
Oh, calculators insulting Lex. Awesome.
For a change of leadership. I have a plan. Meet the LexCorp agents on my payroll in Metropolis, and we'll show Lex, Goldilocks, and her Boy Scout.
Lex, Goldilocks, and her Boy Scout cousin. Oh, yeah. Remember, I'm mentored by the Joker, so if I'm getting into character here, then I'm kind of insane. So anyone who's mentored by the Joker has to be insane anyway, because, I mean, seriously, the Joker. Alright, looks like I go here. Hello?
Doomsday is a critical danger to our operations here in Metropolis. He's leaving behind a trail of deadly spores wherever he goes. Use this device to collect remnants of the infectious spores you find. Bring those samples back so we can study them, and then possibly put them to use.
Okay. I'm going to go get spurs. Oh my. I've been... That looks absolutely ridiculous on this character. I love it. Right, sorry. The whole villain thing with Lex and just Lex being not as good is hilarious to me. The problem with running villains in this kind of a game is that villains don't play with one another very well. Oh, I think there's a Doomsday over there. I don't want to get that close to him. To collect samples of Doomsday spore clouds. Is this the spore cloud? That's a spore cloud. It's been a while since I've done these. So you get these villains, and you're trying to get them to, you know, cooperate, but that's not how they work. So you're playing this game where you're trying to cooperate, and yet it's against the nature of the characters. I don't know. I mean, it makes more sense for the heroes to work together than the villains. But they've ended up having to get all of the villains working alongside the heroes just to make the plot lines run forward. Because if the villains were succeeding, you know, the DCU would be a completely different thing in this particular version of the DCU. So I don't know. It's fun, but it's kind of, it has to be contrived just the way it is. It just doesn't really work properly. All right, return to the researcher. Gotcha. Yeah, I solo the bounties on my heroes. Eventually, I plan on doing that on all my villains as well. I've done all the hero bounties that I can do solo. I haven't done all the villain ones though.
Collecting these samples will have the dual purpose of keeping our operatives safe from infection, while also helping our researchers to develop new bioweapons.
Oh, she loves her bioweapons. Bioweapons, yeah! So, do I have a favorite DLC?
Analyze the data that's just been uploaded.
If I had to say
Help our Lex
the most perfect DLC that they've put out so far, I would probably go with Sons of Trigon. If that had had one raid, it would be the absolute perfect DLC. As it is, it's very close. It had a huge open world. It had tons of solo and duo content that you could do solo or you could do duo. It's got an alert that you can do solo or with 4 people, depending on what level you're at and what you want to do. And it's good. And it also has open world content in the regular world as well. So it's like Sons of Trigon. If they could duplicate that but put a raid or 2 in and maybe an elite raid, yeah. So that's my favorite. I don't know. There's a few others. The ones I hate the most, I could tell you that. I can't stand Metal, but that's not because of the game. It's because I hate the Metal storyline in DC, and is actually driven me away from the comic books. I haven't read my comic books for a while because I really, really hate Metal, and the Joker who laughs, the Bat who laughs, or whatever. I hate him. I can't stand the character. If I see him in a book, I'll just say, nope, I ain't buying it. Which is the opposite of just about everybody else, but I really, really just don't like Metal. I thought Birds of Prey was okay, but it focused a little less on Birds of Prey that I wanted. Wonderverse was okay, except the bounties, they didn't quite get it right. I mean, people have been asking for that kind of big group content for so long, but it just wasn't quite right. They needed to do something else to make it work properly. So, oh, everyone's slamming on Luthor. That's hilarious. Everyone's slamming on Luthor in this. That's funny. I like it. Can I get him? Nope. So I'll just smack this guy around. Okay. Obviously, my favorite DLCs are the ones where I can do stuff myself and get away with. Sons of Trigon, one reason I really like Sons of Trigon is because every single thing in that you can do solo. You have to get OP for some of it, but all of it you can do solo. And I love Sons of Trigon. It was just interesting. I mean, I didn't know all that much about Raven, but I got to really appreciate her. Alright, so go back to Captain Metz. Trying to think of all of the... my brain is like... What other things were there? Let's see. I go through the episodes here. Okay, Fight for the Light was before my time. What I've played of it was okay. I didn't really like it that much. Lightning Strikes also before my time. I did not like the Central City stuff, even though it was solo. It was all very difficult at the time. I think I could, if I went back, I think I'd like it better. Battle for Earth was fine. Last Laugh I hated. Hand of Fate, I haven't really played as much as I could. Home Turf, I like the outside open world stuff in Home Turf, but I don't like the PvP at all. I am not a PvP player. Origin Crisis was okay. When I would go on the raids and stuff in Origin Crisis, I would get left behind and lost, and so that irritated me about it. Sons of Trigon is my perfect DLC. If they made all DLCs like Sons of Trigon, I would be very happy. War of the Light, Green Lantern, Amazon Fury, all of the Amazon Furies were okay. They were pretty good. None of them were really bad. I'm not sure any of them were what I'd call great, but none of them were really bad. The Halls of Power, it had its moments, but it wasn't great. Bombshell's Paradox, I love Bombshell's Paradox. It had some really challenging stuff in it that was great fun. And it was interesting. It had its moments. Desecrated Cathedral. Oh, when they went into the monthlies, I came in during the monthlies. Corrupted Zamoron, fine. Desecrated Cathedral, fine. Oh, Under Siege. I hated that solo so much. Oh, man. It took me so long to get through it the first time. And now I just kind of zip through it. Unholy Matrimony, Flash Museum Burglary, Demon's Pit and Blackest Day, Demon's Plan, Deep Desires. I actually like Deep Desires. Most people don't like it, but I actually enjoyed it. But then I'm apparently a Sons of Trigon fangirl. Oops, I better take care of these guys. Hang on a sec. Where was I? Blackest Night? Blackest Night's okay. I'm not a big fan of it, but a lot of people really love it, so that's that. Prison Break, first piece. I enjoy Prison Break, but only because I played it with my league, my first league, so many times, and it was so much fun with them. First piece I didn't play as much. Science Spire I enjoyed. Phantom Zone, The Will of Darkseid, I really hate that raid. I really do. Brainiac's Battleship, such a pain. Harley's Heist and Darkseid War Factor, no. Iceberg Lounge was okay. Rip and Time, I like Rip and Time. It had some really big flaws, but I like Rip and Time. Wayne Manor Gala and Candor Central Tower I like. Amazon Fury, yes. Age of Justice, oh, I love Age of Justice. Take Age of Justice and Sons of Trigon, and you've got just the two of those. If they took those two and tried to make all the DLCs live up to those two, yeah, because Age of Justice had the raids, man. It had really good raids. Riddled with Crime was kind of a half episode, and it was Earth 3 was okay. Deluge was based on an event that became an episode, and the event was okay when it came out. The episode added to it, and it was okay, but it was kind of... the way it came out made it very strange. Death of Superman, which I'm playing now, is... Teen Titans... Atlantis, oh, I love Atlantis. I got to go to Atlantis. I'm an Aquaman fan. I got to go to Atlantis. The game mechanics, they're not my favorite, but I do love going to Atlantis. I love the Atlantis open world. I even love the race in that, and I don't like the races in general. Justice League Dark is actually one of my favorites. Mostly for the stuff that drops, the bookshelves. I just love going into the House of Mystery. The raid is not fantastic, but It is good, and I enjoyed it. Metal, I hate. Metal, both parts I hate a lot. Birds of Prey is okay. Wonderverse, again, is okay, but except for the bounties, which get old very quickly. Same with Long Live the Legion. The bounties get old way too fast. If it weren't for the bounties, if the bounties were better done, if the bounties, I don't know what they could do to improve them, but there must be some way of making them less painful. But they have the problem with the bounties is that a lot of people asked for them. A lot of people wanted that kind of. But then when they get them that kind of material, instead of playing them in a reasonable amount of time, they just played them over and over and over again to the point where they were just sick of it. And because people do that, they set up the reward system so that you had to play them over and over and over again until you were sick of it. And if they hadn't done that, if the reward system was made so that you didn't have to spam it, it would have been more pleasant to do. But they couldn't do it that way because then some people would have gone overboard. So it's like, it's why we can't have anything nice, is because of the sweaty players that really want to try hard, try hard, try hard. Alright. So I need to cut to another guy. Hello. Body bag. There's a body bag. I didn't notice that before. I may not have played this before on this side. Okay, infected civilians. I'm guessing those are the white dots. Yes, white dot.
You deserve whatever's coming to you. I don't deserve this.
Okay, I deserve whatever's coming to me. Gotcha. Understood.
Why aren't you helping me?
I thought I was helping you. Well, helping myself.
My whole body feels like it's on fire.
See, you stood up. Obviously, you're better. Obviously, I mean, if you stand up, you're better, right? Was that? Oh, hey, Bizarro, dude. Long time no, meet. Okay.
You aren't helping. You're only making it hurt worse.
Am I making it hurt worse? Oh, who are you? Wait, aren't you a bad guy? Wait, oh, no, a good guy. Right, a good guy. Never mind. You know that heroes are only villains with good PR, right?
Can't you do something other than prod me?
I'm dying. Wow, I was getting close to death there. Obviously, I need to stay out of the spores a little bit. Am I big on doing feats? Yes, because the more feats you have, the more skill points you have. The more skill points you have, the easier it is to play. The easier it is to play, the more fun it is. So yes, I am big on doing feats. Right now I haven't been too focused on it since I've just been having fun. But when I get down to it, yeah, I really like having as many feats done as possible. Let's hamster ball this one and see how it goes. That worked better. So hamster balling helps. But yeah, I do feats. The Unicorns of Love, Sophie Fatal TV's league that I'm in, they do feats on Wednesdays or so. And if you ask people nicely, they'll help. They are very good about helping get feats done. Just ask Woo Woo if he's still around. I don't know if he stuck around or if he took off, but he does feats, and he knows all the how to do the feats, which is wonderful. The best thing about feats is when someone who knows what you're doing does it. Skill points on my main. 350 maybe? 400? I don't think I got I might be close to 400. I'm not as great as a lot of people, but I think once you get right around 300, 350, you've got enough to have a lot more fun. Keep playing the part of the big-hearted anti-hero. Okay. If you say so. I'm gonna be a big-hearted auntie. Okay, there's an exclamation point over here. What is... Oh, ambush bug! Right, this is the comic thing where you have to find all the comic books.
Been trying to collect all my favorite comics featuring my good buddy Superman.
Yeah.
At least, the ones not featuring yours truly. I've got all the comics I'm featured in already, don't you know? I have reason to believe that the missing issues of Action Comics, Superman, Adventures of Superman, yada yada yada, are going to be sitting around this section of Metropolis. What an amazing coincidence. Go and collect those comic books. Pretty please.
Okay, so I picked up that mission. I can go get those. Alright. One thing I'm not shy about is buying feats. If, for instance, I do not intend to do all the seasonals on every character, so I'm perfectly willing to buy these feats with replay badges. That's all I ever use my replay badges for, is buying feats. So at some point I will go through and buy a bunch of feats on this guy. Right now, however, I'm still trying to just level him, so I'm not doing that. I am really glad you came by the way. Thank you. It's nice to have somebody to talk to. Okay, I got a Supergirl's gift. Oh, that thing. Well, since I don't have one, I'm going to have to change these artifacts because these are not suitable for him. We'll figure it out later. Wizardly or steel suit? Let's go with wizardly. Okay. I am getting close to the point where I'm going to turn into a pumpkin. So I'm going to grab this thing from Lois Lane.
Doomsday is raging through the city, and Superman can't stop him alone. Even Lex has helped in times of need, and you work for him, so you've got to help defeat Doomsday.
I don't work for Lex. I work for the Joker.
Have some sort of probiotic which should protect you from the Doomsday plague. You have to help.
Okay. I will do what you say, except the problem with me attacking Doomsday is that it's a group thing, so I won't be doing that right off the bat. I'll probably do that next. Queue for the Doomsday. So everything else that I have to do is group content. Okay. Well, I think for the moment, though, I'm going to stop for the day because I'm tired, and unfortunately, my little disease makes it impossible to stay on for very long. I do not have a Discord server, no. I have a Discord account and can get on other people's servers, but I don't have a server myself, no. I've considered it and thought there's really not a great deal of point to it yet. Maybe someday. Anyway, yeah, I can only run for about an hour on my streams, so I try to run every day at 10 a.m. Pacific and 2 p.m. Pacific. I do my DCU in the morning, and in the afternoons I do a different game. I don't know what I'm going to do today, this afternoon. I haven't decided yet, but I'm done for my DCU today. Tomorrow at 10 a.m., same bat time, same bat channel, I will be playing and continuing with the Doomsday stuff. But today I'm done because I'm tired and I need to take my rest. So thank you so much for coming. I really enjoyed talking to you, DCU Elite 16, and hope to see you again sometime. As I said, everything's on YouTube if you want to see my previous ones on this and see me level this guy up. So, bye-bye. And I can do bye-bye, right? Oh, after I leave, I will be raiding another channel, so if you stick around, you can raid with me. Bye-bye.